Okay, so should we talk about the Verve, A Storm in Heaven?
Oh yes, I remember this one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, another
no, absolutely.
another great
Yeah,
dreamy ambient album.
yeah. I can remember a lot more about because that wasn't so long ago, was it? Or you're going to tell me it is?
1993,
Oh, fuck
the
me,
year I
really?
was born. Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah. I
that was
think
never '93.
it's the year I was born, so I think it has some kind of connection with me. You know,
Yeah,
everyone likes an album from the year they were born. You know, like my dad
yeah,
and stuff. He likes George Harrison and all that. The My
right,
Sweet Lord was out the week he was born, or something like
yeah. So what was happening in 1958?
that. 58, a Suez Crisis or something, wasn't it? Or maybe that's
Oh God knows.
56.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hence, I
so yeah,
remember.
anyway, yeah, Storm in Heaven. Is there anything you can tell me about this one? That
Wow,
was
what do you want to know
that was with
without?
John Leckie, wasn't it, as
It
producer?
was, yeah, yeah. It was one of the was it one of the earlier ones I did with John Leckie. I think
Yeah.
we did the not XTC, but oh, what's they call themselves? Sonic Sunspot album, which is
Mm.
basically XTC, but not. Um, um, oh man, my memory. What was the band called? What was the band called? Um,
Sorry for putting so much pressure on you.
yeah, my memory's not what it used to be. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. It'll come back to me in a minute.
But yeah, pretty incredible working with John Leckie. I mean, what a great career. Starting off at Abbey Road and then
Yeah.
Pink Floyd Medal. That was the first one he produced and mixed, I think. And then he
I
went
don't know if he
on to,
mixed and mixed it, but he was certainly around Abbey Road. I mean, he went into Abbey Road as T-boy basically,
mm,
and
I remember listening to an interview with him. I think it was him and Andrew Sheps, I think,
oh yeah,
talking about his
yeah,
career. That was a really good interview.
yeah, yeah, because he was working with John Lennon quite a bit as well, wasn't he? And yeah,
Yeah,
he told me
the
some stories
tape
about that.
operator, apparently.
Yeah, but yeah, he told me a couple of little mishaps they had with tape, but probably best not go any further, really. But yeah, Verve, bloody hell, that was an interesting one. Richard Ashcroft just made all the lyrics up off the top of his head,
Mm.
every single take, and it was always different. So trying to compile a lead vocal was basically impossible because none of it made sense. Not that it really made sense anyway, but it made sense in his head. Um, the arrangements were never nailed down. Because they changed, the length of the sections would change every time they did a take. I don't think anybody actually knew where it was going. Yeah, it was a challenging album because there was a couple of songs that John decided to put it to a click because he felt it needed to be, but there was like this tom groove going on, and so we mapped it. We did a click map on it. Even back then, we were doing click maps and sort of ramping tempos in between sections. But every time they played it, they play those sections in a different place. So all of a sudden, the tempo's creeping up in the middle of the verse or halfway through the chorus, and John would just go, "Oh, you go, no, 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 that's not the same. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not. You've played that. That verse is now 8 bars. It was 12 bars before." I said, "Yeah, well, that depends on what Richard sings, doesn't it?" So it's fucking up and everything.
Wow.
And I remember him getting the bass player's fingers were bleeding because he was just getting him to do take after take after take, and his fingers were literally bleeding. And John said, "We haven't got the take yet. Carry on."
I got a blister on my finger.
Oh man, poor boy.
Helter skelter kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're a lovely bunch though. Um, and the songs were, there was one where we used an outtake of one song backwards to create another song. So we turned the tape over upside down and played the drums backwards.
That's a
And then
classic
they
John
made,
Leckie technique, isn't it? That
oh yeah,
don't
so they
stop on the Stone Roses.
exactly, yeah. So you just got things going. So they basically built a song around upside down back to front drums, which was quite an interesting thing to do. Was it on that one that he did? Oh no, we had tape loops hanging around the studio, but that was on the XTC one. God, that's really annoying me now. I've got kitchen distinctions shoved in my brain now, and I can't think where they were. It was their kind of their sort of piss take on psychedelia 60s songs. Come on, you must know this.
I don't know. What's the track listing here?
The album was.
Gonna have to
The
cheat.
album was called. No, this was the XTC thing, not that one. But yeah, that was.
I think it was
because
sorry,
Sonic Sunspot it was called. But anyway, it'll come back to me.
it was on like one of the Sound on Sound magazines I read. Actually, one of the recent editions of it.
Yeah. But yeah, it was all done on tape loops running. Oh yeah.
It might have been in here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's quite far away. I think I got some other copies. I think it's in another issue. I think, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah. And yeah, so I mean, all sorts of techniques like that going on. You know, a bit of creek reverb and all that sort of stuff, which is always good fun. You know, sticking mics outside the studio and putting a pair of speakers out there, and you know, recording it back again with all the ambient, which is just annoying, man. Dukes of Stratosphere.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
I think it was in here. I think it's in here. Like
it's quite a big cult album. That one, you should look that one up as well. I think you'd probably love that.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, so Verve, what else went on in that session? Yeah, Nick. He was quiet, Nick, the guitar player. He'd sit on the where we had the drums. He'd sit up there with a couple of guitar amps and just piles and piles and piles and piles of guitar pedals sitting in amongst, sitting cross-legged in an absolute tangle of fucking cables, coming up with all these amazing sounds and atmospheres. And nobody said much. He was quite chap, Nick. But I remember one time we were talking about holographic projections and stuff like that. Because it was starting to become a thing even then. And I remember Nick suddenly looking really excited and, wow, he says, you mean I could sit at home and do the fucking gigs? Wouldn't even have to leave my house. And they were like, hey, fucking hell, when's that going to happen then?
Yeah, foreshadowing these days. Yeah, foreshadowing lockdown and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or the streams that happened during lockdown.
Yeah.
He was on about it back then.
Yeah, holographic projections even then, mad, isn't it?
ABBA Voyage thing that they did.
Yeah, well, yeah, same. Well, they've got it a bit more down happening now, but wasn't it Feel Good Inc? And that lot. They did that once. They did 3 or 4 shows simultaneously around the States, all by holographic projections, all going on exactly the same time. Can imagine it, but of course ABBA are doing it now, so that's made it uncool. So
yeah, that's it.
But yeah, I think we mixed that Verve album there as well.
Yeah, wasn't it the EPs as well? Because when I visited, I think you've got that Gravity Grave EP. It was on the wall thing at the Sawmills. Like the big clean wall thing of all the album collage.
I got a vague memory it was supposed to have been done in 6 weeks and ended up taking 12. We kept extending the session because we weren't quite ready. I just don't think they'd completely written the whole album. I think it was a case of a lot of it was written during the actual session, so which can be quite interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, like you were saying, incredible guitarist and Nick McCabe. I heard that he would play everything different as well. He wouldn't do the same thing twice.
No, well, the whole band were like that, so everything was that way. So it was amazing. Anything got stuck to an arrangement, which it didn't. largely because of the lyrical thing. Because until he'd finished what he was saying on that take, nobody would move on to the chorus or the bridge or whatever. They just kept playing around it. So,
maybe they were vibing off the lyrics, sort of trying to convey Richard's message in by the sonics and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it was definitely an interesting record to make, that one.
Brilliant, John. Yeah, nice to hear about that. Yeah, very, very good. Thank you.